Well, good morning, welcome back. I've come out to the Abbeys this morning to do a bit of piking. There's been a few changes behind me from when I was here 2 years ago, but yeah, some good pike in here, some real good pike. And like I just said, I haven't been here for 2 years, but I've got them both out on paternoster at the moment. One on roach, one on herring. I suppose I got here about 7:30 this morning. And it's about 8 o'clock now, I think. But I thought it was meant to be a bit foggier than it is now. But I've only just casted them out, so let's see how we get on. I'll show you my rigs in a bit. A cracking tip that'll get you a pike. See you in a bit. Okay, so this is the little tip that I was telling you about. Get yourself some PVA and some maggot. And all I do make a tiny little PVA bag. Try not to break the maggot inside. Tying it off both so you can carry on. And all you do with that is you stick it on the hook where your dead bait is. And what that does with the paternoster, it brings all the little fish around with it as well. It encourages other fish around. So you know you're encouraging fish to come around to your dead baits. Spot on. Okay, little update for you. As you just seen, I've had a change. I've taken one off the paternoster. I've left it on the herring, but I've put it on the bottom now. Yeah. See how we get on, and I'll come back to you. Yes, I had a take and missed it. I don't know, I left that a little while. but it was running off, so I had to hit it. So yeah, that's a good start. It's not that much of a good start because I didn't catch him, but yeah, fingers crossed he or she comes back and we can get him. But yeah, let's carry on. Okay, well what I'd do is while I'm waiting for another bite, which hasn't come back, is talk about rigs and baits, I suppose. Paternoster, I love paternoster, especially with a live bait. It keeps it in one position and it just swims around in a circle. So normally when you've got a live bait on, it drifts all over the place. But what I like is if you're near a bush, it just stays in one spot. And with the paternoster, I've started to make them myself. I'll show you quickly. What you do, that's your reel line. Well, that's 40-pound braid, that is. I think I get that from Leader. Just a normal float. You can get clear ones for the top, but you don't need it. You really don't. Now this is the bit I make. See this right here? What that is 40-pound amnesia. People normally use wire trace on the top, but I use 40-pound amnesia. It does its job. I mean, if the pike ain't going to bite through that straight away. And there's your little paternoster. Look, you can buy them little kits in any tackle shop. You can see how it goes. And on the bottom of the line, the little weight there, I use as less weight as I can. So the pike, when he takes the bait, there's not much restriction. If you have big weights on there and he's pulling away, he can feel that. But I can get away with that. Will sink that float. The line there is only £7. So if he does take me into the tree or the branch under the water, I can pull away. With £7, that's just going to snap. So yeah, that's you know, obviously it sits upright, but you can buy paternosters with a boom, a little boom. I've tried to source them without buying it all, and I can't. You know, back in the day, as I always go back, we used to use plastic straws just to kick it out a bit, but you can't get plastic straws anymore. So yeah, that's the paternoster, which like I said, I absolutely love it, especially with live bait, especially. And yeah, I've got one out on that, and I always use roach, and I say 9 times out of 10 I'm only 5 inches off the bottom, because I remember seeing a few videos where fish that are not doing anything. Just, you know, they don't always stay in the water like that. They do sit up in the water like that, just resting. When they're in a shoal, you'll see every so often that a fish, a roach and that will just like that and not that sidewards up. So don't be scared, you know, a lot of people put them on that way. Let's see if I can show you. Have I got a fish? Put them on straight on like that, you know, hook there, hook there. But I hook mine like that because I've seen, like I said, I've seen that video where they do sit like that, about 5 inches off the bottom. And I always put mine that close to the bottom because pike normally are scouting along the bottom, just off the bottom. You can bring it up a little bit if you think, but it saves the pike looking up all the time. And if he just sees it like that, he ain't gonna hesitate. He's just gonna take it. Yeah, that's the paternoster. The other one out there is the ledger. That's just a basic one. I mean, seriously, it's like a float ledger. I don't. It's laying on the bottom like that, just like that. And the fish and the float is fished over depth. So, oh, there she is. I've got a bite. I'm in. I'm in. Yeah, he's only small. But did you notice the bait outside the mouth? I think that's why I missed him last time, because I don't know, to me this fish don't look very well. But the mouth's all okay, but very red and very tired looking at her. But yeah, it's a start. Well happy. Well happy. Okay, well, we got one. Only a small one though. But what I am going to show you, this is why you have to wear a glove. You should be wearing a glove. And that is why. You see that? It's just one tooth. Caught me there. And I bought plasters this morning because 2 years ago the same thing happened to me. So yeah, I'll come back in a minute when I'm all cleaned up and I'll carry on with the chat. Okay, all patched up. How funny was that, eh? How many times has that happened to me this season? Talking and I get a bite. That was on the bottom one. But what brought my eye to it, it wasn't the float. It was a load of bubbles that shot up off the floor, off the bottom. And that was it, and then the float decided to go. But I left it a lot longer than I normally do because of how the bite was this morning. And it was hardly in his mouth. Yeah, I don't know, I'm worried about that fish. But I checked inside its mouth and it was all good, everything was working fine, so I don't know. And it's only November, so he was quite red. Yeah, normally March, when well February when they've been breeding. But yeah, I don't know what to say about it. But yeah, let me show you the baits I'm using. I showed you this one earlier. That they're small bream. It's only the start of the season, so all I've got with me is a couple of bream, a couple of roach, and my favourite, the herring. Herring, I should say, silly sod. Yeah, they're my favourite. And what I'll do next time, I'll go to Brown's and get a few other baits. I do like lamprey. I do like that because you can suspend that on itself. You can wind it. Where is it? Have I got it here? I did have it. Where is it? With lamprey, sorry, its skin is so tough. You can syringe it with air, and you can tie it off with a plastic. What's it called? They use it for sea fishing. And you tie the end off, and you can suspend it without using buoyant balls. And yeah, I love lamprey, and that, my God, the blood in them lamprey is like my thumb. And you know, every given day you can try, they work, but I know in here that it's roach and herring. But you know, if you need that little edge, that might do it for you. But they're the three I've got, and I've caught one on it on the herring anyway. But I do think that was the one I had this morning, and he came back for that. I might go over on the bottom, take it off the paternoster, and go on the bottom with it because it's not doing anything. I keep flicking out the maggots as you've seen in the video. I keep flicking it out, but there's a lot of fish further out though. But I'm not going that far out, that's for sure. And yeah, see how we get on. A nice double would be nice, but to start with a fish on my pike season, lovely. Can't be bad. I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, bit of an update for you. It's about 11 o'clock now. It's been about an hour since I had that other pike. But the weather's changed. You can see over my right shoulder it's got really windy and cold. I've brought the low pro with me, so I'm going to stick that up and go and hide in there for a while. But they're both now on the ledger, on the bottom. As I say, nothing yet, but the wind's blowing right at me. It might help me. You know, I'm not a carp man, so I don't know if the pike follow the wind, but I doubt it very much. But yeah, see how we get on. They're still on the roach and the herring. Yeah, see how we do. I had to re-warm this back up. Well, I made a new one, that's what I should say, because I had a run on the last one. It just went cold, didn't it? So yeah, see how we get on. And it's only early. I'm meant to be doing barbelling after this, but I don't know. I've been over to have a look at the river, and it looks cold. That water looks cold, so I don't think I'll bother. What I do, I'll stay into dark with the piking, because you can get some good females just into dusk. They come out and do a bit, don't they? So yeah, see how we get on. Loads of time yet, and I'll come back to you with a fish. Okay, little update. I've just refreshed my baits. It's about 2:30 now. Expected one more, to be honest. But still got, could be 2 hours I think. And it's very dark. You can't see on this video on the camera how dark it is. It's pretty dark now. There's no rain meant to be coming, but it's really overcast. But which is good. Yeah, let's see how we get on. Next couple of hours, the old witching hour is coming on us. So hopefully we can get one more. But if we start with one, we start with one. It's not so bad. But yeah, next couple of hours we need one, don't we? See you soon. This is a big fish. Big fish. Big. Get in there. Okay, I'm going to show you this quickly. I've got to calm down a bit. I've got to weigh it, but I don't want to put a weight on it because I'll probably over exaggerate it. But that, Jesus Christ, it's got to be over 20 pounds. It has to be. It's massive. Apps, what a fight. I'm glad I got it recorded, but I'm going to weigh it now and put her back. But that, there's got to be 20 pounds. It's got to be. She is 16.1. Wow, what a fight. What a fight. 16.1. That's mental. I really did think that she was 20. 16.1. One more look at her. 16.1. Wow, what a fish. What a fight. I'm hoping that all that fight is on this camera. I mean, she gave me the runaround. At some stage I thought I'd had a cat. 16.1. Unbelievable. I thought it was bigger than that, but my God. See the length of it? That's massive. You wait till February comes, that's a 20. Once February comes, that's a 20. Christ. I'm lost for words. Well, I'm not. I'm so happy with that. So, the fight, it took me back 30 years when I hit my 24 pounder. It done exactly the same. It shot off, absolutely shot off. Picked the bait up and shot off. Exactly what that did. Oh my God. It had me everywhere. There's nothing worse than hooking a pike and it fights like that, because all you think is that the hooks are going to pull. But 16.1. What a great start of the season, and for the video. But I'm going to call it a day now. I'm in a right mess. My rods are all over the place. I have a right good tidy up. So, if you've liked what you've seen, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, that'd be brilliant, just to see how many people like it. You can even leave a comment. But the Abbeys, eh? Oh, I love the Abbeys. See you soon.